like and subscribe. What is NSFW, but should be SFW? Telling customers the cold hard truth about their behavior in a retail store should be encouraged. According to my work's internet filter. Find everything. Password expired and need to change it? Can't websites blocked? Need to look up an agent's phone number or address? Can't websites blocked? Need to order some new uniform? Can't websites blocked? It's ridiculous. Being honest about anonymous employee surveys. Giving anyone the middle finger, just because it is so much quieter than screaming. You. Talking about how much you make, and how much others do. They just don't want you to know you are getting screwed over, and Tom down the hall who blows the boss is making 40% more for the same work. I don't know if this counts, but when they censor swear words when UFC fighters swear. They were just beating the out of each other, but oh no, God forbid, he says. YouTube. We had a block at the hospital that said this page is blocked because it contains an educational video. Maps. Discussing mental health concerns. It needs to be more openly talked about in society in general. Sex is so family friendly it creates one. Breastfeeding maybe? Doesn't feel very NSFW to me, but I know it is to others. Telling customers you're understaffed / have too much work. Wouldn't it be nice if no individual had to be yelled at for not doing the work they don't have the time and the day to complete, because the company is too cheap to hire an adequate amount of workers for their desired productivity? Taking a sick day for mental health issues. Talking about pay. This post. Edit. They removed the NSFW thing. Nipples. I was reprimanded at work for my nipples showing through my uniform. It was 6 added points C in the kitchen, because they were too cheap to install heating, and the uniforms were completely see-through. I was wearing 4 layers, bra, t-shirt, double layer chef's jacket, and that still was not enough to hide the nip knobs. I notified my union because why the are you staring at an 18Y/O chest, and also how dare you reprimand somebody for something that is not only a natural uncontrollable reaction to the cold, but is also 100% the company's fault for tie uniforms and no heating? Cheap. Quit that winter. Profanity. It's 2022, and we still have decided, as a global civilization, that some words are naughty and can't be said on TV or by children. We choose this willingly, but almost everyone says them. Makes no sense. Either because people love to start drama on the internet. No, I'm not referring to the N-word or any hateful slurs. Just your standard curse words. Bro, how did you get to 2022 already? On my company's browsers our own website is unreachable and flagged as not safe. Unionizing. Discussing salaries. Periods. Half of the population gets them, and I don't know why we act shy talking about them. I got cramps due to my period shrugs. As a guy I never understood this. In school only the girls learned about periods, as if guys would never have to know about the dark secrets of the uterus. I grew up in a house with 4 women, and didn't learn what a tampon was, until I left home. Parents need to educate their children about periods, all of their children, so that the next generation aren't as hung up about it as the ones that came before. Women's breasts, they somehow are considered less SFW than men's chests, although there is no reason for that, and good reason to change it. You should not be looking at shirtless men at work or hetero vertical bar. They are both equally inappropriate. Marijuana. It's accepted by most Americans, but I take a test almost monthly, and if they find it in my system my career is over. Talking about hemorrhoids. As a bum doctor, let me just say that probably 75% of patients that I scope have at least first-degree hemorrhoids. These are internal only but still bleed. I have not audited the actual numbers, but they are far more common than people think. Many patients are mortified when they read the report and find out that they have hemorrhoids. Look, these are just normal cushions in your rectum that get a little bit more blood to them, and so become inflamed, and can bleed on contact. Even higher grade hemorrhoids that prolapse are very common. If you have an itchy butt and blood when you wipe, you probably have hemorrhoids. Go and see your doctor and they can teach you ways to manage the symptomatology. Rarely are they harmful/dangerous, they are just irritating. I do not understand the stigma. I guess, just because it hurts your rectum, and for some reason the whole that comes out of is some private, sacred, and shameful piece of anatomy that cannot be talked about. I also think the same should be true for bowel movements. I know that seems weird, but I see so many patients who are terrified that something is seriously wrong with them because their stool is always loose. This is more often than not just a normal variant. The idea that Pharaoh has a perfect stool, which means that you are healthy and anything outside of that is an aberration of nature, needs to be killed. It is a great source of stress for many of my patients, and I am sure becomes a self-stoking cycle of stress. GI upset, more stress. End of rant. Thanks for opening the subject for discussion. Discussing mental health. Girls' shoulders in schools. Talking about how much you make. Eyeing corporations turn these people against each other so they can rip them all off. Boobs. Imagine if boobs were not sexualized, how less horny the world would be. People would find another thing to be horny about. Wearing jeans in the office. Breastfeeding, like a baby got to eat. I am not going to say completely desexualize boobs, because OMG they are amazing. I am saying contextualize them. If they are in a bikini at the beach, a bra while making out, or in your face while you bone, then sexualize them all you want. But when you are feeding a baby or just walking down the street, let us allow some respect. Taking a mental health day. Showing emotion. Woman's spaghetti strap tops. I'm a supervisor at a factory, and it gets hot in here during the summertime. Shorts are okay, but have to be knee length for men and women both. But I see no problem with spaghetti strap tops if women want to wear them here. Nothing's hanging out and nobody on my line was making a fuss about it. One woman working for me, I had to talk to her about her top before she left cause the main our office lady said it was against dress code. Swearing. Breastfeeding. It is literally the most natural and instinctive thing in the world. Talk about consent and boundaries. Nipples. Ladies' clothes that seem too small, even if it isn't. Oh please, it isn't their fault when the standard clothing size fails to account for the bust size. People in underwear. It's literally the same in showing skin terms as wearing a bikini/shorts to the beach. Also, I feel like not wearing bras should just be normalized. I saw a post on some newsfeed at school, and it said X-celebrity went outside without a bra. Like it was a huge thing. People should not pay that much attention. It's weird. To everyone saying female nipples, most men cannot go to work shirtless either. You've been visited by the ghost of a very important man. Pay your respects by liking and subscribing, and he'll grant you 3 weeks of good luck.